hello there everybody and welcome back to the Bakerloo line. Today we are here at Harrow and Wildstone Centre Siding, so we'll get the train all set up and doing a full run all the way down to Ellie today. I don't know why I said Ellie, kind of weird. Anyway, so going to Elephant and Castle, so I'll correctly set that and get into the platform pronto, ideally not speeding, and I will reveal something in the platform because I'm not driving here for fun. You already know what it is because you've seen the thumbnail. Yes, it's a very special livery, isn't it? It's quite a brings back memories. Certainly does bring back memories. I'm not going to use the external camera until we completely stopped because I'm keeping the surprise. God, the timetables are hard to keep, aren't they? Can be a few seconds late. Oh dear. Alright. There we go, jump in the back, and let's set the stabling light there, and you to Elephant and Castle. There we go. Right, lock the doors, and now you can see is the amazingness that is the 1995/1996 stock livery for this 72 stock train. Isn't it fan-bloody-tastic? Just look at that. This is just going to be an absolute blast. And it's so detailed as well. I know it says Northern Line, but it's the same livery as the Jubilee Line set. And the Jubilee Line set is 7 carriages long, so it's the most similar. So yes, this is what we're driving. Amazingness in all its glory. Doing a full-length run all the way down to Elephant Castle. With the Russian accent through, because why not? Isn't that nice? Love it. Absolutely love it. Let's get the drop light. Interlock. Lower you down. Like hearing those motors. Okie dokie. 42 miles an hour. Not exactly the peak of speed, is it? Okay. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video yesterday and the day before that. So Saturday was some train spotting at Leipzig. Is that another? It's a regular 72 stock. Boring. Oh Jesus! Stop! Seriously, stop! Stop. Oh, God. Really? Gonna have to reverse, which is an incredibly complicated procedure, because I'm gonna stick you in there and then back up. There you go, close enough. We're quite late now after that. So, whatever. Okay. Don't actually know what the auto mode means, or off, or inter. I guess inter's neutral, but I've got no idea what. Oh, let's go. Okay. There we go. Toodaloo. So yes, very nice livery. Do like it. What was I talking about? So yes, Saturday was Leipzig, HBF. Underground platforms. It's fun. Although one thing they could do on that route is there are some ICE services that run through the city tunnel, so I think they could just layer it on from the routes that have that. Also, yesterday was plane versus train, which I thought I've got MSFS. I've had it for ages, so I might as well use it. I made a video on it once actually. so why not use that? So yes, if you go watch that after you watch this, it was very fun, and it's just proving that trains are epic. And I think next I'm going to do Rochester to London, although the final decision will be made by my patrons. So if you do want to, well, basically, if you want to choose what videos come to you, and by extension the whole community, make sure you jump onto the Patreon. Yeah. As low as £1 a month. It's one morning coffee, and you get to choose what videos I make. Sounds like a pretty good deal to me. Okay, we're less late than we were. Yeah. Bit of an undershoot, this one. There you go. Oh god! What are those people doing? Oh, also I've got some mods enabled, so we can now open this, which is good. Lock that, and then we're going to whack you into full whack, and that way as soon as the door's shut we get moving, which is scuffed, but that's how it works. Okay, we have about 40 seconds, but it's not that far away actually, so we should be able to make it there pronto. Pronto indeed. And if you are enjoying, not only check out the Patreon if you really enjoy the video and my channel as a whole, but make sure you subscribe and like the video if you enjoy as well. Thanks. Remember, sub goal of 640 subs by the end of this month, which is completely achievable. That's only 33 away. Thank you for so much for 600. Working up. To try and beat the 640 sub goal. There's a challenge. Because I know there are so many of you who watch my content, and so many returning viewers who watch my content. So if you're one of them and you haven't subscribed, really consider subscribing. It helps the channel out a lot. Get the left-hand doors unlocked. Whenever the back of the train's in the platform. I'm really undershooting these, which is wasting a lot of time. Right, then we'll just stick. Actually, no, it won't, because we'll start moving. Beep, beep. To you two. Okay, off we go. Weren't too late. Got a minute to go to Wembley Central. Come on, let's try and crawl back that time that we've lost. Let's try and get on point. And I might do some more train spotting, because I really enjoyed that content. It is fun to make. So I might return to that. All of the trains are out of... Like, stuff like start of service here at London Road, Queen's Park, Stonebridge Park, all the depots. And also elsewhere. Like, I started work on the trains on the Island Line series, and I never finished it, so I'll do all of them. But yeah, I'll have some more options going round on the Patreon. I don't know, maybe I'll have... maybe, I don't know, I'm just spitting this out, maybe one virtual train spotting a week. We're going to keep going the one scenario a week, one live stream per week, one mixed bag, and I'm not sure, the rest reskins, I guess. Okay, max brake there, because I really don't want to overrun this one, because that'd be a spad. There you go, it's perfect. Look at that. And we are only about 30 seconds late as well, which is amazing. You're going downhill slightly, so I'll hold off. We have a signal at danger. There we go. So yes, that's the upload schedule, but I'll have some stuff shortlisted, but I'll I'll make sure the Patreon gets first dibs over what comes. Get perks of being a patron. Okay, there's a 40 limit, so I'm going to be mindful of that. Be very mindful of that. Okay, and now that's leveled off, we are going to go full whack, even if it does mean speeding a little bit, because we're going to start to lose that speed here. Or maybe not. Up to 45, coming into Stonebridge Park. Alright, seriously, stop there. I hit the Westinghouse accidentally there for a second. Oh! I'm calling back the time though, only 20 seconds late then. It's crazy how tight the schedules are. I think they don't need any more maps, but whatever. There you go, and full whack. Okay. 19, 20, 21. Funny number. Ha 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 ha. And I know someone's been avidly commenting about how rude I was to Roblox, whatever, how I should acknowledge that SCR put a lot of work into their game. Yes, I am on a Discord server, and I get pinged whenever anyone updates anything to SCR, which personally I'm not a fan of, but I can see why some people like that. It's not that I don't like SCR, as I've made very clear on many occasions. It's that I don't like Roblox, and that's a personal preference. It's not that I have, like, phobia, irrational phobia. It's just not my type of game. Platform. I'm making that very clear. It's a platform. The things people do on Roblox can be amazing, like SCR. The fact that that's a homegrown game is fantastic, and good on them for doing that, you know. But I think it's like my outlook on Scratch coding. You make a game on Roblox, you go, oh yes, I've made a game on Roblox, and that's it. You put it aside. You go, oh, well, I'll make games on Roblox. Like, children learn to code on Scratch. Oh, I've learned to code on Scratch, and then they never learn anything else, because whenever anyone asks them to do coding, they immediately just default to coding in Scratch. Wait, Scratch is not a language, it's a workflow tool that simulates, describes to children how computers would run things. It teaches you the syntax required, like if loops, if then loops, variables, defining variables, all that kind of stuff. But alone it's not a language. It requires several other languages to have functionality. It's not like, I mean, C++, other languages, they have to run on assembly and other things sometimes through an engine. to get them to work, but assembly basically just converts the code you've written into bits and bytes. Whereas JavaScript, for example, is it's very low level, but it's self-contained, so it doesn't need any other languages to run. Which the first proper coding language I learned, I would say, was C++, which is unusual because it's one of the hardest languages to learn. Well, I learned it through Arduino, but I haven't been using it much lately. I've been mainly toying with a bit of JavaScript, HTML, CSS, that kind of stuff. Website design, HTML, web pages, that kind of thing. There you go. Boom. 30 seconds late. Not the end of the world. Let's try and get out here on time, as on time as we can. Oh, that was very close. They have needed to do that unlock. You're always cutting it fine. When you cut it fine like that, you run the gauntlet of having to open the doors up again, which can kill so much time. It's not funny. But then you end up in a situation where you don't have to kill that much time, and then it's bliss. Well, if we had London Overground in this game, oh, it'd be great. And you might be thinking, oh yes, that's the other thing. As well with the upload schedule, I'm going to make one route suggestion video a week, Australian route suggestion video. And before you all ask me to do British routes, it's limited to Australian and other Australasian/Oceanian at when I've finished doing all of my Australian stuff. That's one thing the Patreon can't decide on, because I'm making that content and it makes it a week. It takes a week to make, and I'm choosing what I'm going to do for it. Thank you very much. But yeah, if you haven't watched the latest route suggestion, go make sure you watch that as well. That does, however, unfortunately mean that I sacrifice one of the train simulator videos, weekly train simulator videos. But what can you do? That's just how life works. Into Kensal Green, the tunnels. Yeah, we're about halfway through, but we'll be taking a lot longer to go through the second section because it's all underground. Interesting single board tunnels under a very large hill. Oh, lovely fish plates. You can tell how urgent this route was built to have fish plate construction, or maybe it's just a sign of its age. Yeah, see that hill isn't even that big, is it? It's literally just like a tabletop. Would have been so much cheaper just to build a railway that goes straight through here, but whatever. Right, off you go. In fact, you can still hear the whistle from over here. You can't hear the TGV horn from that far away. Oh god. Sometimes this game just doesn't make sense. Sometimes. Yeah. And I glitched London Road Depot earlier today. Go see my Reddit post on the r/trainsimworld if you want to learn more about that. It was interesting, let's say. Ooh, got my finger stuck in my microphone holder. Only an intelligent human being would be able to do that. Goodness. They've modelled this actually pretty well. I mean, they kind of have to, because it's part of the route. Speaking of which, we need to slow down now for that 15 coming up. And there's actually a new operator that's going to start running services out of Queen's Park Mainline, which I didn't even know was a station until this game came out. There are like, there's 2 platforms on the slow lines over here that look like they shouldn't be things. Oh, I got a friendly coming into the an NPC. Yeah. And I don't care what people think. I'm going to be doing speed limits triggering from the front of the train on this, because I couldn't be bothered to pay attention to what the game wants to say. I'm following real life procedure, okay? God, the signals are so close together here. Guess I want to increase throughput. But I mean, that's not even the length of a train. Some catch points there. Into a sand drag. That's how it's modelled anyway. Okay. When the whole train's in the platform, we can start to apply the brakes. There. So yeah, it's an interesting station here. They should use these sidings here, because they can store up to 4 trains, one after the other. Or please don't shut. Yeah, no, all good. Boom. There you go. The whistle door chimes on this train are actually really nice. I like them. Oh dear, that's a speed limit there. That's what's happened. Is that for this line? Oh, it is, isn't it? Is it? Yeah, it is, because it's on the left-hand side. It's taking a long time to trigger, though, isn't it? Taking a sweet time to trigger. Oh, that's cool. There's like a little thing on the side of it so you can see when you're right next to the signal. That's clever. I like that. There should be more of those in the world. Oh, I forgot about the speed limit. Forgot about my own rule. It's always a good start. Okay, single board tunnels. Here we go. Into the core. Also, I've set the recording to 60 FPS because I reinstalled OBS. So if this is running at 60 FPS, then and you're receiving it in 60 FPS, then that's why. See the drop on that. We in the platform, more or less. Let's stop now. Good train. Nice work. I'm not actually sure if we'll be able to make up the time. Let's look over here. This is such a nice livery though. Let's lock up the doors and get moving. Nice. We can actually stick our head out when we're still in the tunnel, which is nice. Good stuff. North. 29. 30. 31. 32. 33. 34. There's 35 there. I remember when I was much younger and I was going on the tube and I could just see the cables, the signalling cables lining the side of the tunnel, and I was like, and the tunnel segments whiz past, and I was like, wow, these are so fast. And I thought we were doing the train were doing like 150 kilometers an hour through the tunnel. I was Yeah, something you could submit to r/kids are fucking stupid, but whatever. Sorry, I just swore. That was a sin of God Almighty. I do sincerely apologise. Way out. Yeah, somehow I doubt that. That's screenshot worthy. Right, let's go. God, this thing gets off the mark fast. You know, sometimes I reckon if you put like a Bugatti Chiron on a track, a racetrack, next to a BR182, I think the BR182 would win. Not only does it have a top speed of 230 kilometers an hour, which admittedly is slower than the Chiron, but I reckon it might have better acceleration, because if you've seen that thing accelerate on full power, without any coaches, it goes like a stabbed rat. I'm going to look up the Bugatti Chiron's top speed, because okay, we're going up to 35 now. Chiron top speed 273 miles an hour, which is over 320, but that's not a surprise. What's that in normal terms? Oh my god, we might be early. Look at that, on time. A few seconds late. What can you do? Nice of these monitors actually showed the train. Or indeed showed the platform we were on. Off you go. Is that a top speed faster than the BR182? But the BR182 is the fastest electric locomotive in the world. Although, really, I think that should go to the TGV, because technically that was a locomotive. Euro Sprinter. Yeah, ES64 U is the one. Oh, I've got a friendly train passing. Developed as a universal electric motor with a top speed of 230 kilometers an hour. Only capable of operating on the 15 kilovolts supply. In service with Austria is the class 1016. The protected name Taurus to the 1016, and later to the 1116 and 1216. Oh, there's a speed limit there. I didn't see. Watch the signal as well. We must have saved a bit of time speeding through there. It's in service with Deutsche Bahn as the 182, and as well by MAV, which I've got no idea what that is. What's MAV? Oh, Hungarian. But as the 470. Hungarian Austrian company Gaisev operates them as the 1047s. The U4 is universal. Oh, don't speed again. The U4 is universal, so it can operate on all 4 power systems in use in Europe. Okay, coming up to 30 mph limit. Oh, and service in Korea as well. Of course, the ACS 64 is a variant. Let's get the left-hand side doors unlocked. God, we've actually saved back the time that we lost literally leaving the first station. Only took this much of the route to cover, but whatever. Urana. Never seen these. Lithuanian Railways. That was in Hong Kong as well. Yeah, I mean, European locomotives. You don't see many Australian export models. You see many European export models to Australia and American export models to Australia, especially in the Pilbara regions, and rebuilds as normal locomotives like the NR class, 44 class, 82 class, 81 class, 80 class, literally everything. Okay, next up, Marylebone Platform 2. Okay, let's set those doors to locked and get the power. Oh, that was very close. God, we're really early now. Jeepers. Okay. Was not expecting to be that early. Right, you never know. Okay, 25 is there. Really early. Blimey. Coming to Baker Street now. Okay. Let's unlock the left-hand side doors. And I'm deliberately going early. I don't want to wait around in case I'm late later on. That way I can, or just am a little bit slower. And that way I can save myself because I've got time up my sleeve. As opposed to then having to frantically make up time later on. I've gone by 30 seconds early now. The tables have turned, although I'm not sure this signal's going to clear on time. Signal might decide it's going to hold us. Look at that clock. It's a nice clock. Okay, can I go, please? We're clipping the platform? Yes, we're clipping the platform. Come on. I want to leave the station. Okay. Nine seconds. Just nudge ever so close to that signal. Oh, I can see it. That's too close for comfort. There we go. I lost a bit of speed coming off that, but at least we're halfway in the tunnel and not having to wait for the doors to close and that. But it's cab light. Cab light. Yeah, I forgot that the torch doesn't work when you're in the driver's seat. Off the throttle there. Up to 30. Come on, full whack. Let's give it the beans. Next stop, Regent's Park. And then it's something else, and then something else, and then something else. Very descriptive there, because that's what I like. Very descriptive person. general. That looks like we're going to crash into the side of the tunnel. You can see why speed limits are important here, because a derailment underground would mean very bad things. Unlock the doors on the right hand side, and it looks like we've got a clear starting signal, which is always good. Come on, stop! Okay, and I know it's London Underground procedure to do a Westinghouse brake test at Lambeth North, but I am not going to do that. No way in hell. I have a relationship with the Westinghouse brake. Oh no! You kidding? Oh, that sucks. Okay. Cut it too fine there. Lost all the time we made up. Hopefully we can make it up with some speedio limit increases. Hopefully. I like cab light bright. It's not like this bright. It's nice. It's just nice. Don't question it. That's a very long distance. 900 yards between stations. I mean, the Bakerloo line seems weird because it's one of the only north-south lines through the city. Actually, it's not. That was a stupid thing to say. The only east-west line is the central line, isn't it? In some of the Circle District, Hammersmith City, Metro, and Met. That was a stupid thing to say. They're all east-west. They're all north-south, aren't they? Okay, drop it down to 20. God, distance really does matter there. Massively overrated that one. And this is where there's should be a cross-platform interchange with the Victoria line. Of course, that's not simulated. Come on, up to 20. Okay, let the corner bleed off some of the speed, or is that not simulated? No, of course it's not simulated. Okay. Doors unlocked on the left-hand side. Rail gap indicator is unlit, which is good. Rail gap indicator, meaning that there is no traction current. Right, let's go full whack off the mark. There we go. Made up the time that we lost. It's unusual having a starting signal halfway down the tunnel. Although it is easier to manage, I guess, because you got you can get head start, and by the time you reach it, you'll probably be cleared all the way through. Okay. 20, 19, 20, 19, 20. Can we level out, please? This is painful. Alright, got a 30 coming up soon. There it is. Going up to 30. I don't care what you think. You're speeding. I mean, really, it can't be that hard to implement a thing, because you just move the speed boards back by the equivalent distance of the train length. So you just move them back one train length, and that way you pass the virtual signal board, and then by the time you pass the asset signal board, like the physical one, the physical sign, the game mechanics go, oh yeah, you hold trains past the signal block, but you get the picture. That was really overcomplicated. Basically, so say there's a speed limit that triggers at the well, there's a speed board here. Then you simulate the speed board here, and that way you pass it, and then when the back of the train's left there, the speed goes up when the front of the train passes the real speed board. It makes sense in my mind, okay? And then of course it says on the HUD it won't work properly. I just opened both the doors unintentionally. There you go. Can we move now, please? I can see a signal there, and I don't like its presence, especially not because it's red. Always run the gauntlet as well when you start accelerating when the signal's still red, expecting it to clear, because maybe you can't really stop. There's 20. Still. There is a higher speed limit. It's 25. Nice. Good stuff. Oh dear, down to 20 again. But the speed limits here are really all over the place. You can see why ATO is nice. Can really see why ATO is nice. There's another train leaving there, because I suspect London Road's starting to drain out. Yeah. And Stonebridge Park as well, I suspect, is starting to drain out. Okay, we're still early, which is good. Oh, Stonebridge Park, yeah, Queen's Park is completely drained. Stonebridge Park is completely full except for one road, which I don't think is ever empty. Is ever full, sorry. Stop playing the shitty trains pass here at high speed. They never do. And even the trains that don't, like, open their doors here, like maintenance trains, they'll pass through at 20 miles an hour. Which you could probably run faster than. If you're a high-level athlete, not gonna lie, and most of them slow down it for the stations anyway, to avoid causing any turbulence. It doesn't make any sense, but whatever. Okay, down there. Nice. This station looks really nice, you gotta admit. I mean, yes, it's cladding, but it looks nice. And it's... all the murals on the tube, they have something to do with the tube, like this is an interchange for the Central Piccadilly and Bakerloo lines, so you got the Central Piccadilly and Bakerloo colours. It's design language. Do we have to stick this in the centre siding? No, we don't. Okay. We're due in to Elephant and Castle in 6 minutes. Alright. Reckon we could do that a little bit earlier. So that'd be better. But this has been the first full-length run I've done on this for ages. It's either rare repeater. Again, this is like the situation where you leave early, but the starting signal's danger. But by the time you get to it, it's cleared. So times come up. Whatever, you get the picture. Oh, we can go up to 35. Wow, look at that. It's extravagant. Yeah, there's not long to go. We've got. So that's Waterloo, then Lambeth North and Elephant and Castle. Do we have Jason doing some, world famous Jason doing some announcements? Please mind the gap between the train and the platform. World famous Jason, of course, from the tube going underground. documentary series, of course, because it is about the tube, as the name would suggest. Yes, Jason, the man who had a one under, he's on several YouTube videos as well. Just search up New York subway, Waterloo Station, New York announcements, or American announcements, London Underground. Yeah. Welcome to Waterloo. Exit the station for mainline services. That is at danger. Okay. There we go. Can we go, please? Clear, clear. There you go. I'm begging it to clear, as if that's going to make even the slightest difference. It does in my mind, and that's all that counts. Getting close, getting close. It got Lambeth North, and then Elephant Castle. It's been a good run. I've enjoyed this. Needed a bit of tube banter. So yes, and once again, if you have enjoyed the video, make sure you subscribe, and if you really enjoyed the video, make sure you and like, obviously, and if you really enjoyed, make sure to check out the Patreon page and consider supporting the channel that way. And I've explained this before. A lot of people are, oh well, you don't actually lose money out of this, so why do you want money? And yes, I do lose money out of this, because this is a game and it costs money, and DLC costs money. There's a reason why I haven't got Hubstrucker Hamburg Lübeck yet, because I don't have enough money. And why I haven't got Cane Creek, because I haven't got enough money. Night doors unlocked, and also other stuff like getting a website eventually, but I'll probably only do that when I can afford it from ad revenue when we get to 1,000 subs. Speaking of which, make sure you like and subscribe. Oh, they even modelled the door plates, and also possibly some peripherals. But again, I'd only be spending that money when I'd have ad revenue. Come on, let's go. Come on, there you go. There it is. Sorry, that was imitating a race car, which is a cardinal sin of YouTube, as we know. Right, so I'm going to go up to 30. I don't care what the game thinks. Actually, we'll probably have cleared that by the time we... Speeding a little bit. Yeah, already there. There's London Road Depot, with, still half full. We are now speeding severely. There you go. Sticking very nicely at 25, even though this bend would bleed off quite a lot of speed. And at 50 yards, we are going to slow down for the 10. There it is. I said 50, I meant 100. And really, the brakes on this thing are so good. Are we crossing over? Oh, we are crossing over. Wait, destination blind has a key binding? Headlights. That's the whistle. Cab light. That's doors, that's... What is R? Doesn't do anything. What's Q? Oh, that's the reset button, yeah. Z doesn't do anything. X doesn't do anything because there's no sand on this train. C doesn't do anything. V doesn't do anything. Oh, that's wiper. That's whistle. What was that I pressed? Alt. No, control. That wouldn't do anything. Plus, minus. That is weird. What did I press that did that? I'll have to go digging around in the manuals. Which, speaking of, we are now running slightly late. Might be. No, never. I'll never be late. Boom. And with that, thank you guys for watching. I'm going to go grab a screenshot from out here. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. And I shall see you all next time. Goodbye.